Welcome, colleagues. This is an evaluation of the iReady program currently used at Venice Middle School in grades 6 through 8. It includes both a reading and a math component. iReady Reading and Math is an online program that adapts to a student's needs. It has a diagnostic assessment that ranges from grades K through 12 and allows us to track a student's growth. And it also has an instructional program from grades K through 8. Teacher lessons are able to be pulled dependent on a student's need, and targeted skill development for each student is created through the adaptive program. It actually tracks the student's progress through the Common Core state standards and helps us to make educational decisions based on the data gained from the program. According to Sarasota County Curriculum and Instruction, one of the ways that we determine our curriculum is by a student's needs, determined by assessments, surveys, and studies. The needs are determined and the curriculum is set based on our Florida state standards, which are based on our Common Core state standard. iReady aligns with the Common Core state standards, which goes right along with our district's incentive to align with Florida state standards. The online program of iReady covers over 90% of the Common Core state standards and even breaks it down to a substandard level, allowing us to pinpoint student needs. The adaptive diagnostic is one of the strongest parts of the program. It determines a student's strengths as well as areas of gaps from previous years of instruction. The adaptive is a 54 to 72 item test per subject. It usually takes about 30 to 60 minutes to take the diagnostic, depending on the grade level. Content areas that are assessed are reading and math. Reading is broken down into the following content areas or domains. It's phonological awareness, phonics and word recognition, vocabulary, reading comprehension on literature text, and reading comprehension on informational text. Mathematics is broken down to counting, numbers and operation in base 10, numbers and operations fractions, the number system, numbers and quantity, operations and algebraic thinking, ratios and proportional relationships, expressions and equations, functions, algebra, measurement and data, statistics and probability, and geometry. iReady accurately measures students' ability. According to a study done by the Educational Research Institute, it evaluated the relationship between iReady Diagnostic and the 2015 New York State Common Core assessment. They found a high correlation and accurately predicted the end-of-the-year proficiency rates. The ELA overall correlation was 0.85, and the math overall correlation was 0.86. You will see by this graph that the predictable proficiency rates were within 1% of the actual proficiency rates at the end of the year. iReady has many strengths. Although it's a new program, teachers have recognized many areas that have benefited this student. It is an individualized learning, almost a built-in differentiated learning. It is individualized to every student's need depending on their results in the diagnostic and monthly growth monitoring. It uses multimedia paired passages and allows them to make connections between different passages. It uses both literary and informational text and allows for authentic, close reads of the text. It also prides itself on having animated characters that are engaging, that model good reading skills. Math also has its strengths. The technology enhances items and makes it more interesting to the student. It emphasizes both conceptual as well as procedural understandings, and it connects between strands and builds across grade levels. Both reading and math have strengths of rigor and reporting. The rigor in the Common State standards, as you can see by this chart, is greatly enhanced from the days of the older standards in most states. The rigor is available through the program because it's individualized to every student's needs. Therefore, it challenges them right at their level. The reporting is also its strength and allows teachers to pull several reports to get a clear view of students, student groupings that are possible, as well as class reports. There are some weaknesses identified by teachers at Venice Middle School. Time lost to classroom instruction. The recommended amount of time spent on iReady is approximately 50 minutes a week. 50 minutes is a lot of time to take out of classroom instruction for a middle school teacher. Students at the middle school level are showing indications that they're not as engaged as needed or desired. And the lack of self-monitoring for students doesn't allow their buy-in as much as middle school teachers would like. There are games tied to the program, and some middle school teachers have concerns about the amount of time spent in the rewarding games. And math has a specific complaint that it's not tied to the current instruction that is happening in the classroom. On the iReady website, it indicates many research-based quotes and information that they align with. They've built this program to align with the Common Core standards. They didn't pull the standards and then start building. They built it from the ground up, looking side by side at the standards. It's research-based in every aspect of the program, and the website gives pages and pages of research used to develop it. There are some professional development needs that teachers have expressed. Although little PD has been provided, there's still more need than is being provided through the county. Teachers are frustrated at their lack of understanding of the program and how to use it properly within their classroom. The cost of iReady is exorbitant as well. For a typical district, it's approximately $330,000 a year, depending on what is purchased. It is quite an investment. Final reflections of looking at the program, how it aligns with the standards, are as follows. Teachers seem to indicate that there are more positives than negatives. They realize there is a need for more professional development, and once they acquire some of the knowledge necessary, it may be even more beneficial for their student learning. Cost is definitely a factor, and engagement of students at the middle school level is a concern. These students have been on this program, some of them since kindergarten. And a self-monitoring piece is being currently developed at the middle school level by teachers at Venice Middle to tie in student monitoring of their own growth. In closing, the iReady program is a program that is new to our county, especially at the middle school level. Although teachers have some concerns, the belief overall is that it is more beneficial than not.